17-19 starting the Astros. Number 1, Lucy Daniel. This is the Goffstown Grizzlies. Number 1, Kate Lett. Number 2, Madison Morgan. Number 3, Lee Still. Number 4, Julia Dennis. Number 5, Stephen Still. Olivia Dawson. Number 7, Sophie South. Number 8, Reverend Richard. Number 10, Mother Roberts. Number 13, Lee White. Number 16, Alice Kelly. Number 17, Wayne Pierce. Number 15, Emma Grant. Number 47, Lisa Rivera. Number 22, Coach Donna Bridgeville, 60 coaches in the Everett, John Rapp, Edmund Dave Delhunty, and Austin Taylor. At this time, we have some please rise and please after our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous skies for the words so gallantly streaming, and the lungs bursting, it flew through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Pinkerton Academy here in Derry, New Hampshire. First of two today as the NFHS Network presents the NHIAA D1 Girls Volleyball Semifinals. Along with my partner, Zach Johnston, and our producer, engineer, Steve Cody, my name is Dave Collins. First of two here on the NFHS Network. First matchup underway is the hometown team, the Pinkerton Academy Astros, taking on the Goffstown Grizzlies. Later on tonight, we will have Bishop Girton taking on the #1 seed Bedford High Bulldogs, but the Astros and the Grizzlies ready to do battle. For Pinkerton, they beat Spalding, number 14, 3-0, 3-0 to get here. Then they beat Salem 3-1. And then Goffstown got a bye in the first round, and they beat Hollis Brookline, the number 7 seed, 3-1 to end up here this afternoon. In the first set, it'll be Pinkerton on your left in the red and white uniforms, Goffstown on your right with the black and white uniforms. Best of 5 sets, first one to 25 will win the set. If we go to a 5th set, It is the first one to 15. Zach, welcome in. Should be a competitive matchup between number 2 and number 3 here today in Division 1.
Yeah, great to be here. Both these teams, watching them warm up, they mean business. So they both know that this game, a berth to the championship is on the line. This game has meant most of the most all season. These two teams, they're well competitive. They're balanced out. They met in early September. Right at the beginning of the season, Goffstown won 3-2. It was a competitive match there. So we know these two teams are evenly balanced. They're probably different teams than they were earlier in the season. They've developed. They've gotten better. Pinkerton, the 3 seed. Goffstown, the 2 seed. Goffstown, they're coming in at 15-3 in the regular season. Pinkerton went 14-4. So it's about as balanced as they get. This is going to be a great matchup here. It's great to be here. The Astros are lucky that they're hosting this, or this would be at a real neutral set. So they've got that bit of an advantage here.
For Goffstown, it's Dana still to get us underway with the serve over. Again, Pinkerton on your left, and they score the first point of the match.
Not a surprise. They've got the home crowd on their side. They've got that advantage here. Look to see that come their way for the rest of this match, and if they move on.
Serve upcoming this time for Isabella McIntyre of Pinkerton. Gets it over. Good dig in the back. Overhead shot there by Denise. And Pinkerton with the spike. Great move right there as they set her up nicely. That's Molly Jones.
This team's got good communication. They look legit. They look professional.
So Pinkerton. And they'll award that kill to Aaliyah Gooden.
Yeah, she's 6'2". She's a real force to be reckoned with out there.
Just a junior for the Astros. Again, Goffstown will have to bump it over.
Yep.
Looking for Gooden again. Gooden gets rejected. Saved by Pinkerton. Can they get it over in time? No.
Yeah.
And Goffstown picks up the point.
We'll shout out Molly Jones. She laid it all out to save that one there. Goffstown gets the point. But that's one of those, you put it all on the line. Even you don't get the point, you still got to give yourself props.
Goffstown with the serve. That's White. Gets it into the net. So a point goes to Pinkerton, and the Astros reclaim the serve.
Those are those kind of ones where you can't hurt yourself here in a match with this amount of stakes. You want to limit those self-inflicted wounds as much as possible.
Both Bedford and Bishop Girton, those ladies are here watching this first match. They'll play a little bit later this evening. And the winner of this match and that match, they will meet for the Division I championship this weekend. 3-1 Pinkerton, as it's Little to serve.
White laying it all out there. That's the second self-inflicted wound there, hitting it right off the net. Goffstown's going to have a tough time trying to come back if that's the way they're going to play here. It's a long match here, but, having that happen 2 times early in the first set, like to see Coach Ambrosino try to make a change there, figure out what's going on.
No substitutions for either team as of yet. Here's the opportunity right there, and they make it count as Dennis, who earlier, a moment ago, hit it into the net, gets the point for Goffstown.
Made up for it. That was a boom right there.
So a 4-2 lead right now for Pinkerton. Grizzlies, though, will serve for it. This is Allie Kelly, a 5'8 junior for the Grizzlies. Goes with the jump serve. Sent over to the back line. Pinkerton looking for the spike into the net.
Great work. That's poise there from Casey Rivard. Getting up there and blocking it, sending it right back.
So Kelly will get the serve. Goffstown looking to go for a bit of a rally here.
That's your job as the middle blocker. Get yourself up there as best you can.
Gets this one over with the jump serve. That one tapped over by Goffstown again. Grizzlies have the opportunity right here for the spike.
Oh, wow.
Good rejection. Grizzlies again will try it, and that one hits in the corner.
Talk about great setting there from Sophie Russell. She's one of the best players in the state. She gets it done. She's a lot taller than her competitors, too, especially on her teammates, setting her teammates up. She's going to be the one to look for, number 7. She sets her teammates up so well, and we're back even here.
Dennis got the spike and the point for Goffstown. Again, great placement going to the wide corners. That one deflected, but it lands on the Grizzlies side. So Pinkerton picks up another point. They lead 5-4 here in the first set.
Volleyball reminds me a lot of basketball when it comes to with runs coming on. One team can get point after point after point, but one little thing can turn the tides the other way. If you see a score, if Pinkerton can go up 12-4 here, Goffstown can come back and win the set here. So these two teams, they can't get discouraged when the score's not going their way. All you need is a little bit of momentum on your side.
Little with the serve for Pinkerton again. Goffstown with the overhand. Oh, wow, what a great placement there by Julianne Dennis. The 5'8 senior for Goffstown. She's had a couple of those now. A few have gone into the net. but when she gets it over the net, she knows exactly where she wants to place it, and now she'll have the opportunity to serve for Goffstown.
That's like impossible to defend. You've got to be like Stretch Armstrong to get out there and stop that.
Goes with the jump serve, just gets it over. Double hit by Pinkerton, and it falls on their side. So another point as the Grizzlies now take a 6-5 lead.
Take a look at this. We'll see if we see it again. When they serve, they're more a line drive serving team. That's why you've seen them hit the net a couple times. Maybe that's a game plan they've got going. Let's see if it happens again.
Another line drive. That one goes a bit long, though, and out. So Pinkerton will grab the point, and we're tied at 6 here in the first set.
You think if maybe they go a little too high, sometimes they miss. So that might be a game plan they have here. But it looks like when Goffstown does their serves, they go with more of a line drive approach.
Serve here by McElhenney. And gets it done as the Grizzlies can't control it. And it's a 7-6 lead now for the Astros.
Janice had good form on that, but I think she obviously you didn't get enough ball there. It's the point where it's hand-eye coordination. You got to see it all the way in.
Another opportunity here for McElhenney, the junior. Hit high in the air, and that one is carried over.
Yeah.
We'll say that Roussel held on to it a bit too long for the Grizzlies.
She did the old look one way, hit it the other way. They call them snake eyes, but I think she got a little too much there. It's the right call by the refs for sure.
8-6 lead for Pinkerton here in this D1 semifinal matchup. This one goes over, bump there by Kelly. Spike, and it goes off the fingertips of Little, off of Pinkerton, so the Grizzlies will pick up the point.
White
Another
coming out.
substitution here.
There's someone two out. White and Rivard come out.
8-6 lead for for Pinkerton. 8-7 lead for Pinkerton. Grizzlies can tie it right here on this serve. See if they go for the jump serve once again in the corner. And they do, and it's there. It's an ace. Great placement by Goffstown. We're tied at 8 here in set number 1.
Bouncing back. We know how competitive these two teams are going to be against each other. It's going to be real close this whole time. Back and forth kind of match. Even if the score is not, ones or twos, it's going to be back and forth the whole time. You'll see 4 or 5 sets tonight between these two teams.
Again, if we go to the 5th set, it's the first to 15. Every other set is the first to 25. Both teams get 2 timeouts per set, too.
Oh, wow.
Nice
Great
job.
work.
Great rejection right there.
That was Sophie.
That was Roussel, as Zach just mentioned, the 5'9 senior, getting it back over the Pinkerton side. And so another point for Goffstown, and they take the lead 9-8 here in the first set.
You got to be ready to take them hard, and that's what she does. Great work.
This one sent over. Another rejection by Goffstown. Another rejection. Great job by Still getting up there twice to block it.
Pinkerton trying all sets of formation, but, they didn't get it there. But up front, they've been so patient, Goffstown has, with their middle blockers. Everybody up front towards the net, knocking them right back. Pinkerton's done a good job of showing different formations, different looks. We're still even here.
Levesque had it go off her fingertips. A point for Pinkerton. We're tied at 9 here in the first set. Here's Callie Miller, the 5'9 senior, to serve for the Astros. Tapped over by Goffstown. Looking to set up Gooden once again. That one hit high in the air. Overhand that just nicks the line by Still. And a point for Goffstown.
That's close. You got a ref right there for a reason. That must be the right call.
Right
those are the calls
on
you
line.
get. Those are the calls that get changed maybe in the playoffs with the third official. He's right there and he sees it. That's got to be the right call.
So Goffstown in the lead again, 10-9 here in the first set. Roussel gets that one over. Good with the spike. Oh, great move right there to get the Astros back on the board.
They know if Sophie's not down there, they're going to hit him hard. Good work by Gooden. She's got real strong hits down there. I think a battle between Aaliyah Gooden and Sophie Roussel. That's the real matchup we're seeing there tonight. That's going to be another storyline to follow here.
Kara Porter, a 5'3 senior, to serve for Pinkerton. Here in the first set, we're all tied up at 10. That one makes it to the back line with Still on the bump.
Yep.
Rejection by Gooden. She gets her second point in the row. And you can hear the Pinkerton fans go crazy here in the stands. It's an 11-10 lead now for the Astros.
We're going to see that happen all night from her.
Porter to serve for Pinkerton. Jump serve, gets it over to the far side. Bumped up high by White there. Overhand from the back line by Roussel. Gooden again. 3 straight points in a row for the junior. Aliyah Gooden. And the Astros now have jumped out to a 12-10 lead.
I said it before, being 6'2" is certainly going to help in a sport like this.
And she is in the front line, taking command right at that net for the last few points. Setting up the spike. Gooden got a piece of that one, and it goes out of bounds, but last touch by Pinkerton. So the Grizzlies back on the board as they're within one. They trail 12-11. This time, it's Dana Still to serve for Goffstown. Gets it over. Pinkerton's going to have to hurry. Here's Gooden. She'll tap it over, but out of bounds. And 2 straight points now for Goffstown, and we're back tied again at 12-12.
Recovery there, just a little bit short. They couldn't get it completely recovered there. Just missed there. We know they'll be able to recover, though, on hits like that.
And ping-pongs around on the Pinkerton side. Grizzlies have picked up all of a sudden 3 points in a row, and Goffstown back in the lead, 13-12.
We talk about teams going on runs. This could be one of them here.
You had Gooden for Pinkerton with 3 straight points in a row for herself. Now the Grizzlies have scored 3 straight. Gooden
They're going to go right back to her.
And they'll award the point to Goffstown. They'll say Aliyah trapped it with her hand or carried it.
But regardless, they're going to go right back to Gooden. That's going to be the move.
Another serve this time for Still of Goffstown. Gets it over. Goes to the back line. A little bit too much English on that, as Zach mentioned. So the point again goes to Goffstown. They're up 15-12 here in the first set. This is Still to serve it. One gets bumped over. Blocked at the net, goes into the rafters. And a whistle as they'll award the point to Pinkerton.
Oh, this is a lower ceiling. I mean, we're way high up in the stands here. I don't know how low the ceiling is down there for them, actually. But from up here, it looks like a smaller ceiling, shorter ceiling.
Got tied up in the rafters, went on the Pinkerton side, so that serve goes out. Another point for the Grizzlies.
You know, maybe another reason of the Astros playing in their home gym. They can use that to their advantage. They're familiar with this court. They've played out it all season.
Serve upcoming for Tegan White for the Grizzlies. Jump serve gets that one over and mishandled there momentarily by McIntyre. So another point for Goffstown. They lead 17-13. Goffstown in black and white on the right of your screen. Pinkerton in white and red to the left of your screen. This is Pinkerton's home court. Astros trailing, though, by 4 here in the first set. That one rejected and blocked, but it was on the Grizzlies side of the net, so Pinkerton will pick up the point.
Tara Porter was in that middle spot, down low toward the net, and she's got it to work, and they're going to sub off Gooden here. We'll see how this looks now for Pinkerton with their star out there. I bet they've got a bunch of stars, but, you know, she seems to be the one to get the most work so far.
Little with the serve. Up to the Grizzlies side. And a whistle, and we'll say double hit by Goffstown, so the point goes to the Astros. 17-15, Goffstown. Pinkerton, though, with the serve right here. This is Little to do the honors once again. And that one, they let it go. Wise decision.
Yep.
Dennis and Still both looked at each other and said, nope, not going to hit it. So that goes out, and the point goes back to Goffstown. They're up 18-15.
Both these teams certainly strong and aggressive, but that's the smart play to let that one go out. Clearly, they get the point on it.
Here is Kelly. Gets it over. Blocked. Great job right at the net. That's Rivard to block it for the Grizzlies and get the point for Goffstown. Another serve upcoming for Kelly. Sends that one way wide.
A little too much there.
Astros collect the point. They trail 19-16.
Well, here we go. You wouldn't get this at another site here if we're playing somewhere else. This is another reason. You can hear it in the stands here.
Here's the serve for the Astros. Pinkerton coming in ranked number 3. Goffstown number 2. That spike is deflected. It goes out of bounds, though. Last touch by the Astros. So the Grizzlies get the point. And Goffstown now with the serve as they lead 20-16.
This is Davis.
Gets that one over on the jump serve. And that one spiked home. Good job there.
The velocity of that hit was the reason nobody got there for Goffstown. They had girls in the area, but Andron hit that one hard enough to get it down, get them back within 3.
Nastasi now with the serve for the Astros. They trail 20-17. That one blocked, but the net goes out, and the point awarded to Goffstown.
Roussel was in the thick of it there. No surprise.
Grizzlies with the serve upcoming. It will be Emma Vignat. And a timeout called by Pinkerton. 21-17 in the first set. Grizzlies with the serve and the lead. Today's match brought to you by Service Credit Union. They are the official credit union of the NHIAA and New Hampshire High School Sports. You can learn more about their free financial literacy programs at servicecu.org/NHIA. Final Forms leads the way at sports registration for the compliance, health, and safety of the athletes, and they are an official partner of the NHIAA. You can visit finalforms.com for more information. Digital programs, rosters, team photos, and more are available in the championship digital programs. While you watch at home, view the programs on your laptop or mobile device or your tablet. Visit NHIAA.org. And congratulations to all the incredible athletes competing in the NHIAA State Championships. As you continue to push your limits and chase greatness, the New Hampshire Liquor Enforcement reminds everyone to stay strong and responsible. We can work together to prevent underage alcohol and tobacco use. So after the timeout called by Pinkerton, they've got one left for the set. Goffstown with 2. Grizzlies leading 21-17 here in the first set, and they've got the serve.
I was thinking it was taking a while for either team to take a timeout. It's just been so back and forth and not a lot of bad things going from either team. It's been a competitive set.
Spike is blocked. Pinkerton, though, with another opportunity here. Another spike. That one is blocked, but it drops on the Grizzlies' side, so the Astros will pick up the point.
Good work by Nastasi, getting it over.
Gooden checks back in for Pinkerton. As Little will go to the bench. Serve opportunity here for Callie Miller of Pinkerton. Gets that one over. And Gooden right there shows her effectiveness. Checks back in and blocks it right back in the Grizzlies' faces.
Forced to be reckoned with, Aaliyah Gooden. Bang, just like that.
Gooden staying up front as Pinkerton will get another serve. They trail 21-19.
Pinkerton's got to dig deep here. If they can get to 20. Yep, there you go.
And a whistle, as they'll say, double hit that time by Goffstown. So the Astros within 1. And Miller with another serve. Bumped up there by Roussel. Blocked, and the point goes, though, to Goffstown.
I couldn't see who blocked that for Pinkerton. That might have been Taylor Nastasi, but you couldn't get it on their side of the net.
This is Sophie Roussel, the 5'9 senior, to serve for Goffstown. They lead 22-20, first set. Jump serve goes to the back line.
Good set there. Good dive by White.
Shoved over by Pinkerton. Overhand that time by Still. Here's Gooden, look out, fires it home, gets it in. Point Pinkerton.
We need to wear helmets when Gooden is getting those hard hits in there. My goodness. She lets it go.
You can see Pinkerton lining that up too, right for Gooden. Grizzlies 21, Grizzlies 22 rather, Astros 21. Pinkerton can tie with this serve. It's Porter with it here in the first set. Gooden still in the front row for Pinkerton. Jump serve goes to the back line. They line it up, blocked by Gooden again, but they'll award it to Goffstown. They'll say that she was in the net. Oh, lucky break there for Goffstown, 23-21.
They're within striking distance here.
Here's Still with the serve for the Grizzlies.
They've got the serve. They got a little momentum. But you got to watch out for Gooden. She can get it right back for her team.
Instead, it's thrown over there by McIntyre. Grizzlies hit it, but it hits on their side of the floor. So now Pinkerton with the opportunity to try to vouch for the comeback.
it's not technically tied, but this feels tied right now with Pinkerton with the ball in their hands.
Again, it's the first team to 25, and you must win by 2 points. High bump right there, and it's missed. Oh, misjudgment there by Winterburn. Kind of a bad angle. And so we're all tied at 23.
Right time to call a timeout.
Timeout called by Goffstown. Both teams with 1 timeout left. It's a race to 25 here in the first set, and we're tied at 23. Portions of this match brought to you by Service Credit Union. From free checking to the right savings account for your whole family, Service Credit Union is there for all your financial needs. You can learn more about their free financial literacy programs at servicecu.org/NHIAA. And Heritage Home Service applauds the effort and teamwork of all the student athletes competing today. Just like you, they're dedicated to meeting and any plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical challenge. They will give their all on every job for every customer. Keep striving for greatness. That's Heritage Home Services. So after the timeout called by Goffstown, both teams left with 1.
Something to look at there. Embersino, he had 20 seconds left on his timeout. Got his girls right back out there. Don't want to lose any energy they got.
Tied at 23. Pinkerton with the serve here in the first set. Spike opportunity. Oh, nice job. You know what? That was Dennis looking at Gooden flying right at her and saying, nope, I'm going to hit it off to the side. And so it is set point right now for Goffstown, 24-23 Grizzlies. And another timeout called by Pinkerton.
You save them this long for this opportunity. You want to burn them, and, why save the timeouts in the set when you can't even use them? So that's Coach Royce getting them out of the way here. Talk with his team. Try to get back even.
Yeah, it's a use it or lose it timeout. Grizzlies 24, Astros 23, as Pinkerton has called their final timeout of the set. Northwest Designs, Inc. Championship apparel is available online from our partners at Northwest Designs, Inc. Commemorate your championship experience with an event t-shirt or sweatshirt today. You can shop online at nwd.inc. That's nwd.inc. And Hammond Lumber Company is proud to sponsor the high school state championships here on the NFHS Network. Hammond Lumber Company, a 4th-generation family business. They carry a full line of building materials, and they feature home planning design centers, and they're all conveniently located in the communities that we love to cheer on. You can visit more online, hammondlumber.com. That's hammondlumber.com. So here it is, set point for Goffstown. They lead Pinkerton 24-23 and are ready to serve it away. This is White that'll do the honors, and they get the point, and they get the set. Grizzlies win the first set 25-23.
Tegan White, the Astros were hesitant to go for that one. It was close. She barely got it over the net, but it worked, and it got the job done. And I think the low serves, Dave, that we talked about, the line drive serves, they've actually played to their advantage, and they've caused a little bit of miscommunication there from Pinkerton on their side.
So 25-23, Goffstown takes the first set. It's best of 5 here in the D1 semifinals. We'll take a break from Pinkerton Academy and be back right after these words here on the NFHS Network. Welcome back here to Pinkerton Academy, home of the Astros. After one set, Goffstown leading Pinkerton. 1 set to none, as the Grizzlies beat the Astros 25-23 in the first set. I'm Dave Collins, along with Zach Johnston and our engineer, cameraman, Steve Cody. It's the Division I NHIAA Girls Volleyball Semifinals. Still got one more after this. It'll be Bishop Girton taking on Bedford in the second half of our doubleheader here on the NFHS Network. So competitive through the first set, Zach. Grizzlies got the edge 25-23, but really evenly matched, and we could see who the standouts are, especially on the Pinkerton side.
Yeah.
Elia Gooden, 6'2", junior. We mentioned her name a few times. Forced to be reckoned with when she's up close to the net.
Gooden's going to get down there, and I really think if Pinkerton wants to take this second set, they're going to have to be flowing through her.
So we are underway with the second set. Again, first to 5.
That was quick.
First to 3 sets out of 5 will win the match, and the first team to 25 will win the set, as Dennis gets the first point for the Astros. Or, I'm sorry, the Grizzlies get the first point. Pinkerton in red and white. Goffstown in black and white. Bumped over, they look for the spike, goes to the back line. It's hit up into the rafters. Can they save it? No.
That was
Good effort.
Gosselin from Roussel set that up, and Pinkerton had that last-ditch effort to try to save it, but, when that ball's up in the rafters, it's hard to track. Good work there.
They do play on. If the ball goes up into the rafters, they do play on unless it's going to land on the opposite team's side. And then they'll call the point for the opposite team as this serve goes into the net. So a break for Pinkerton right here as they get their first point of the second set, and they have the serve right now. And here we go again. Jump serve upcoming by Pinkerton's McIntyre. Spike and blocked by Gooden. Oh, boy. Dennis thought she had a clear lane right there. She spiked it over for Goffstown. Gooden said, no way. And it went right back in her face.
You think they might try to avoid that, but, like you said, she thought she had a lane, and Gooden, 6'2" with a long wingspan, is just going to come out and get into spaces you don't think she can get to.
Again.
There you go. Yep.
Dennis connects for Goffstown and gets the point.
Still laid out all the way for it. They made it work. Dennis. That's what she wanted to do before. And this time she got the job done.
Yeah, Gooden was not in the way on that one. So a 3-2 lead for Goffstown here in the second set. Goffstown leads 1-0. They beat Pinkerton 25-23 in the first set. Astros just have to tap it over this time. Dennis with the spike. Gooden got a piece of it. Pinkerton looking for the spike right here. And they get one, and it goes off of the hands of Gooden. I'm sorry, it goes off the hands of Kelly and out of bounds. So we're all tied up at 3 apiece. Gooden stepping out again for Pinkerton. Everyone bunched up at the front line for the Astros right now, including Miller and Andrade. That one hit into the rafters, and it looks like it goes off the basketball support. Falls on the Grizzlies side, so a 4-3 lead for Pinkerton. Serve upcoming this time for Little. That one goes into the net, so the Grizzlies will get the point, and we're tied at 4. No defense against the serve into the net.
Yep, exactly.
Kind of deflates your team a little bit too.
Oh, let's go G-Town chance coming.
There's Dennis with it.
Oh.
And a whistle, and looks like a foot fault there.
Yeah.
Looking for an explanation here. Maybe somebody wasn't lined up in the proper position, or it could have been a foot fault there by Dennis on the serve.
It's kind of like that serve into the net just got wiped away with that one. They'll celebrate any point they get, that's for sure.
And they're talking about the positions and where everybody is positioned. So Astros get the point in the serve right here. Looking for the spike on the far side. That is rejected. But it goes underneath the net, and the Astros pick up the point.
Dana still nearly had a good recovery there, but a little too much, and it went out of play.
5-4 Pinkerton. They trail 1-0, best of 5. Again, it's the first team to 25 that'll win the set. And if we go to the 5th set, it's the first team to make it to 15 points, and you must win by 2 in every set. That serve goes into the net, so again, Grizzlies get the point. They trail 6-5 right now. The first set, Goffstown won 25-23, and we're neck and neck here in the second set. This is Vignat to serve it for Goffstown. Jump serve gets it over to the back line. That one smashed home, but saved by the Grizzlies. Tapped over this time and tapped back. Good job by Still to stick with it. Dennis comes up to bump it over. Opportunity here, and that spike. Great job there by Andrade. Spike it off a Grizzlies player. Goes out of bounds, and now a 7-5 lead for Pinkerton here in the second set.
They don't get that without Lucy Den, who's setting her up. You got to give her credit, making it work.
Six, so they awarded it to Goffstown instead. This one bumped over. And that time, great opportunity there for Pinkerton. Couldn't save it, though, and Goffstown will pick up the point. There's Vignat. Again, with the serve. 7-6, Goffstown, second set. Jump serve, can't get that over as it goes under the net. And so Pinkerton right back in it as we're tied at 7. This is Madison Andrade, 5'8" junior. Back line and into the stands. And so Pinkerton with another point. And now they have the lead. 8-7 Astros.
I don't think there's been a lead over 4.
Not throughout this match, no. Back line there for the Grizzlies. That one blocked.
You can see, without Gooden down there, the difference. That's, if Gooden's out there, she's sending it right back over. And, that one would keep going. Goffstown knows she's not out there. They're taking advantage of it.
Here's Roussel with the jump serve. And that one goes out of bounds off a Pinkerton player, so Goffstown retakes the lead.
It's a great serve by her. Getting it all the way out back.
9-8 Goffstown. They won the first set by a score of 25-23. First team to win 3 sets will win the match. First team to 25 wins the set, and you must win by 2. If we go to a 5th set, it's the first one to 15 points. That one just slapped over there by McIntyre. Here's Goffstown trying to set it up. Nice job right there as Still drives it off the hands of Andrade. So the Grizzlies now rattling off a few points in a row. They lead 10-8.
We'll see if they can grow on their lead here. Both these teams, when down, have battled back. Neither of them have really grown a lead in a set. We knew that this is how it was going to go before we started. It was going to be back and forth.
And neither team running away with it as of now. Bumped over that time by McIntyre. Grizzlies with the opportunity here. Tapped over and Pinkerton's turn to control. That one's bumped over. Grizzlies bunching up. They got to spread out a little bit more. Kelly gets it over. That's tapped over there by Miller.
This is long going here.
Longest rally we've had of the match so far. Pinkerton looking for the spike. Can they get it? Nope, overhand. That one goes back and over, and we're still underway. And that goes into the net.
That was the best rally of the night for Goffstown. They're starting to build here. That's a real builder.
11-8 Goffstown as they win that long rally. Their fans have filed in here at Pinkerton Academy. Remember, we've got Bedford and Bishop Girton coming up next in the Division I semifinal. That spike goes into the net, and they'll say that it was touched again by McIntyre, so another point by the Grizzlies. They've rattled off 4 in a row. 12-8 Goffstown. They're up 1-0 here in this best of 5 sets. That one goes right into the net, though, so Levesque had the opportunity. Actually, that was Roussel. Hits it into the net, so Pinkerton picks up the point. 2 timeouts left for both teams here in set number 2. Goffstown won the first set 25-23. They lead here 12-9. Gooden back in for Pinkerton, number 15 in white and red.
They're not building anymore. Pinkerton's starting to crawl back, and they've got Gooden back out there.
Yeah, 2 unforced errors there by Goffstown has led to 2 straight points for the Astros, and now they trail 12-10. Spike opportunity here. Gooden tapped it once, tapped it twice, could not get it over the net. She was right there to block it, but just enough momentum to fall on the Pinkerton side of the net. So 13-10 as the Grizzlies pick up the point. Sent to the back line, tapped over. Good job by the Astros to keep it alive. Another block that time. Gooden got the job done as she rejects Denise. And so 13-11, Pinkerton trailing by 2 as they get the point. We can see members of the Bedford team making their way to the locker room to get ready. They will take on Bishop Girton next in the other semifinal. Goes right into the net. Grizzlies, can they save it? No. So look out. Here come the Astros. 3 straight points in a row, and now Pinkerton only trails by 1. Goffstown had the bye. They beat Hollis Brookline, the number 7 seed, 3-1 to get here. As this one, Dennis gets blocked again by Gooden, and another point for the Astros. We're tied at 13. Pinkerton beat number 14 Spalding 3-0, and then beat the 6 seed Salem team 3-1 to get here. Well, Grizzlies with a bit of miscommunication there. Well, they set up Gooden for the spike. Yes, they will, and Gooden sends it home. And guess what, folks? 4 straight points for the Astros, and now Pinkerton jumps out to the 14-10 lead.
I think their 2 biggest advantages are being at home and then Aaliyah Gooden. So that's how it's going to go for them.
She has certainly made a difference when she's at the front line. Grizzlies with a miss hit right there, goes out. And the Astros putting a streak together here as they're up 15-13, and a timeout will be called by Goffstown. They lead 1-0, but right now Pinkerton with a 15-13 lead over Goffstown here in set number 2. As we take a timeout and remind you that the Bank of New Hampshire and the NHIAA, they've teamed up to launch Banking on Kindness and Sportsmanship to recognize those who exemplify respect and support for others. Schools will award special pins to student-athlete nominees, and one standout athletic program will receive a $1,000 donation in June. Nominate at NHIAA.org, member FDIC. And Eastern Propane is proud to recognize and support the community service efforts of all teams and all sports. Submit your team's community service project, your hours and photos at NHIAA.org. That's for your chance to win $100 to further your community work. And also, Coca-Cola Beverages Northeast proudly supports the NHIAA and its championships. For more information, visit them online at CokeNortheast.com. That is CokeNortheast.com. So after Goffstown calls the timeout, they've got 1 left for the set. Pinkerton with 2 left. 15-13 Astros, set number 2. Goffstown, though, leads 1-0 in the best of 5. Sent over by Pinkerton. And again, a miscommunication by the Grizzlies. And another point for the Astros. That's 6 in a row for Pinkerton Academy. Goffstown can't stop the bleeding after they call timeout. That one goes over the net. Near side. Dennis, gets blocked by Gooden. Gooden with perfect timing. Thought Dennis was going to go up for the spike. Waited just for a second and tapped it back over.
Good timing, and you don't have to hit that too hard. Just a little tap right back over the net. Gets the job done.
7 points in a row for the Astros. That one, though, goes into the net, and maybe that's the break that Goffstown needs as they finally get back on the board and they trail 17-14 here in the second set.
Luck don't last forever. I wouldn't call it luck. It's a lot of skill coming out here. It's just a little phrase I like. But Goffstown's going to have to use this to their advantage here. They've got the ball back in their hands. They got to start with a good set. Third, rather.
Tegan White serves it over. Gooden taps it over. She carried it, though. So they will give the point to Goffstown. Another opportunity here for White. Hits it over. Look out. Spike opportunity there. And that was McIntyre to send it home. So the Astros now with an 18-15 lead.
Tegan White nearly got there. Good effort by her, but it ends up being McIntyre's point. 18-15 here.
Here's Jones. And that one goes a bit too far, so the Grizzlies pick up the point. Substitution now as Gosselin goes back out. To serve, it's Allie Kelly for Goffstown. To the back line.
Oh!
Saved by the Grizzlies. Can they get it over? Yes. Good opportunity right there by Goffstown. Here comes Gooden, though, and hit it where they ain't, and that's exactly what she does. Elia Gooden with another point, and now a 19-16 lead for Pinkerton.
She's got such good awareness of the court, what's open and what's not, when to spike it, when to just send it right back over slowly. And right there, she had that front left corner available to set it right there. She did it, not too hard. Good poise, great awareness by her. She subs out. Her team's up 3 here in set number 2.
Yeah, great court vision. Dennis, though, sends that one home for the Grizzlies. That one had some juice on it.
Impressive work there from Dennis.
And so she'll get the point and the serve. Leanne Dennis, 5'8" senior. Brings her team to within 2. Serve to the back line. Near side. Spike is blocked, though, but a good job there by Andrade. Grizzlies couldn't control the deflection, and so another point for Pinkerton.
She hit that hard enough where it hit off of Roussel's arms and ended up deflecting away the wrong way, not forward and out of play.
Pinkerton Academy 20, Goffstown 17. Second set. Grizzlies won the first set 25-23. That one blocked. Can it be saved by Goffstown? Yes, they bump it over. Pinkerton looking for the spike opportunity here.
Good job by White.
Dennis with the bump. That'll be bumped over again. Good save by Pinkerton. We'll have to hit it over from the back line. And that one goes right into the net, sort of in no man's land after the bump. And another point for the Astros, 21-17. Remember, Gooden still is on the bench for Pinkerton Academy. They lead 21-17. First team to 25 will win the set. Goffstown won set number 1, 25-23. Serve from the back line by Pinkerton's Harris.
Good work.
Dennis. It's another one right there. Actually, that is Dana Still for Goffstown. Puts the Grizzlies back on the board now. Pinkerton 21, Goffstown 18. Vignette to serve for the Grizzlies. Pinkerton, and they'll call it carry. So another point for the Grizzlies.
They're crawling back here.
They trail by 2, 21-19.
High stakes. Really feeling it in the atmosphere.
Jump serve to the back line. Goes into the...
Oh, man.
Pinkerton can't control it. And so now Goffstown trails right now by a single point. And a timeout will be called, this time by Pinkerton Academy. Goffstown already leads 1-0. They trail 21-20 here in set number 2. Timeout called by Pinkerton. That means both teams has 1 left for this set. As we remind you that portions of this match brought to you by the Granite State Dairy Promotion. They support student athletes and the hardworking athletic trainers. Learn more about how they're recognizing athletic trainers at NHIAA.org. Then get a glass of low-fat chocolate milk with 8 grams of natural protein ready for your athlete. And the NHIAA would like to thank Aroma Joe's for providing free coffee to our championship volunteers and officials. Visit aromajoes.com to check out the menu and find a location near you. And Final Forms leads the way in sports registration for compliance, health, and safety of the athletes, and they're an official partner of the NHIAA. Visit finalforms.com for more. That is finalforms.com for more information. So after the timeout called by Pinkerton, both teams with 1 left for the set. Goffstown serving, trailing 20-21. They can tie it up right here. They won the first set 25-23. Bounced around by Pinkerton. Opportunity to get it over. And a whistle, and it's a player into the net for Pinkerton, though. So now we're tied at 21. Good rally by the Grizzlies to get back in this one. Remember, Pinkerton scored 6 points in a row in the middle of the set. Bignat to serve it. Back line. Pinkerton has to save it and just tap it over. Another opportunity here for the Astros. Good job. Oh, that was a short spike. I don't think they were anticipating it. But a great job by Pinkerton's Callie Miller to hit it over.
They definitely weren't anticipating that. I think Kelly Miller noticed that, and that's why she decided to go for it. They're back up one here. It's been so back and forth, so back and forth.
Pinkerton Academy 22, Goffstown 21. Pinkerton with the serve. Tapped over by the Grizzlies. And a whistle and another carry by the Astros. So we're tied at 22. Again, you have to win by 2 to win the set. And it's the first team to get to 25 points. Grizzlies won set number 1, 25-23. And one goes to the back line. Spiked over, but out. Well, the Grizzlies went for it. Now they're going to say that it touched the Grizzlies. It touched one of the players. And so Pinkerton will get the point. 23-22 Astros. And another point this time for Pinkerton. As they'll say, Goffstown carried it, so now it is set point for the Astros to try to even this match at 1 set apiece.
However, they're just one self-inflicted wound away from giving the momentum right back to Goffstown. You got to play conservative here.
Miller to serve for the set. Tapped over, but Pinkerton saves it. On the far side, that overhead is out. So now the Grizzlies get it back.
Just a little too far out. That's not self-inflicted at all. That's a good rally between those two right there.
Here's Still trying to save the set for Goffstown as they trail 24-23 here in set number 2. Gets this one over. Dennis tries it. Blocked.
Oh, boy.
And it stays on the Pinkerton side, so Goffstown gets the point, and we're tied at 24.
We're going to 26. We're going to call a timeout.
And a timeout called by Pinkerton. 24-24 here in set number 2. The Grizzlies won the first set 25-23. Goffstown, though, will serve. Tied at 24 here in set number 2. Hey, Final Forms leads the way in sports registration for the compliance, health, and safety of our athletes, and they are an official partner of the NHIAA. Visit finalforms.com for more information. Service Credit Union is proud to offer school spirit debit cards for NHIAA schools. Visit NHIAA.org to learn how to sign up your school for free financial literacy training, earn cash bonuses for your programs, and spread your school spirit. And Special Olympics New Hampshire and the NHIAA believe that unified sports help young people, become agents of change for their schools and communities. The NHIAA currently offers unified programs in soccer, basketball, outdoor track, and volleyball. You can learn more at NHIAA.org. Grizzlies serving, tied at 24 here in the second set. Here's Goffstown with the opportunity, and that one is sent home by Dennis. And so the Grizzlies 1 point away from taking set number 2 and going ahead with a 2-0 sets lead. Here's Still the serve for the set for Goffstown. They set up Wooden. Wow! He is rejected, and Goffstown wins the point, and they win the second set 26-24.
They were finally able to take Gooden's hit and send it right back at them. They've been waiting to do that that entire set. They were waiting the entire time to send Gooden's hit right back at her, and they did it at the exact right time, winning it for them. They're in the driver's seat up 2-0.
And set point, they reject Gooden, and they win it 26-24. As Zach mentioned, Goffstown up 2-0 in this best of 5. We will take a timeout as well and be back with the third set from Pinkerton Academy right after these words on the NFHS Network.
Hi, this is Deb Cody with the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal and Lakes and Mountains Realty. I have a passion for helping people, and I love to help people with their real estate goals, whether it's buying, selling, or investing. I'm licensed in New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Maine, and work with an incredible team, the Dow Group, which has been the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire for the past several years. Collectively, the team has sold over $1 billion worth of real estate in the past 20 years. If you're curious to know what the local market is like in your area, feel free to reach out via my website, deb.thedowgroup.com, and let's get connected.
Back here at Pinkerton Academy in Derry, New Hampshire, along with Zach Johnston and Steve Cody, I'm Dave Collins. We move to set number 4 here in the NHIAA Division I Girls Volleyball Semifinal. 2-1, Goffstown leads Pinkerton Academy. Goffstown won the first set 25-23, won the second set 26-24. Pinkerton held on to save the match as they beat Goffstown 25-23 in the third set. And here we are at set number 4. And remember, Zach, Elia Gooden, one of the better players, the 6'2 junior for Pinkerton, was on the bench for about the last 7 or 8 points of that, where the Astros stormed back to beat the Grizzlies in set number 3.
I really want to know the reasoning for that. Obviously, there's going to be a reason there from Coach Royce, whether that's just, keep them moving in and out. This team's so balanced. They're such a good team. But, your star is sitting on the bench for a long time. We'll see how she comes out to play here in set number 4, rather.
So 2-1, Goffstown leading Pinkerton. Both teams will have 2 timeouts here in set number 4. First team to 25 will win the set. If we go to a 5th set, it's the first team to 15. And you must win by 2 to win the set. They're dealing with something on the court on the Goffstown side, right at the top of the 3-point arc for basketball. And I think they're just wiping off some condensation or some stickiness.
The winner, they're moving on to the finals. As we got Bedford and BG after this here on the NFHS Network. Number 4 Cardinals versus the number 1 Bulldogs. That game was supposed to start at 6:15. It's about 6:20 now, so that's just the way it's going to go with volleyball. You never know when the game will end.
And there's still maybe some sticky stuff on the Goffstown side of the court. Goffstown in black and white, and Pinkerton in white and red. And so there's a technician still scrubbing up. I'm not sure if it's blood or sticky stuff, but whatever it is, they're trying to take care of it now and wipe it up before the end line.
It's definitely going to, certain enough to cause a problem that they had noticed it. Buys them more time to get ready for this ever so important set number 4.
Grizzlies win it. They are on to the finals. If Pinkerton wins it, we're on to set number 5. First set was won by Goffstown by a score of 25-23. Goffstown won the second set 26-24. Pinkerton won the third set 25-23. Goffstown gets the first point of this 4th set and takes a 1-0 lead. Zach mentioned Bishop Girton, number 4. Bedford, number 1. They'll do battle coming up next here on this court. Probably about 30 minutes after we are done here in Pinkerton.
Oh,
Good
great
hit.
work.
That one rejected right back in her face. Good job by the front line.
I didn't see who was up there. I think it'll show on the board, whoever it was. That is a great job. Well, I don't even think they're going to show it. I think there was just 2 Grizzlies players down by the net to send it right back over, whoever it was. Wow, that was hard hit.
This one blocked at the net, and the Grizzlies get another point.
3-point run here. We'll see how long this goes. How long can they keep a goose egg on the Astros side of the scoreboard?
Goffstown, the number 2 seed. They beat number 7 Hollis Brookline 3-1 to make it here to the semifinal. Pinkerton, the number 3 seed. They beat number 14 Spalding 3-0, then beat number 6 Salem 3-1 to get here to the semifinal. Pinkerton picks up their first point as that goes a bit long from the Goffstown side, and it's 3-1 Grizzlies. Opportunity here for Pinkerton's Jones. Tapped over by Gooden. Back to the Grizzlies side. And that one is rejected by the net and by Gooden. And so Pinkerton will get the point.
She just gives you points straight up. It's hard to spike it when Gooden's in the way, ready to knock it right back. Great wall of Gooden. We'll call her that.
Grizzlies 3, Astros 2. Astros serving to try to tie it up. We'll have to bump it over. Pinkerton setting up the spike here is good. Nope. Oh, we'll say a carry. And so this time the Grizzlies get the point and the serve again. Serve coming up for the Grizzlies. This is Kelly with it. Goffstown looking for the spike there. It is spike, but too much on it, as Zach said. So Pinkerton Academy picks up the point. Gooden goes back out for the Astros. Little will serve it for Pinkerton. Goes to the back line. It almost looked like Still wasn't ready for that one. And the point goes to the side of Goffstown. 5-3. Serve coming up for Julianne Danis. Danis has had the hot hand, especially when she's been in the front row. This one knocked around a few times, and the point goes to Pinkerton. Miller got her hand on that one. Jones checks out for Pinkerton, along with Kara Porter. Serve put up there by Harris. Set by Dino. Rejected by the Grizzlies. Pinkerton with another opportunity. That one tapped up, but Andrade couldn't get enough fist on it to get it over.
Yeah, just too short to get it back over the net.
Goffstown 6, Pinkerton 4. Big out with it to serve for Goffstown. And that one is out, even diving for it, though. She didn't touch it. Lucky her.
Yeah.
That was McIntyre for Pinkerton. So a 6-5 lead now for Goffstown. Nastasi to serve. Goes right into the net, though. 7-5 Grizzlies. That one goes long and out.
The set continuing to follow the back and forth trend we've had so far. Bedford and BG ready to come out.
Yeah, both teams standing behind the benches. Bedford on the left, Bishop Girton on the right. Pinkerton can't save that one, so the Grizzlies get another point. And the winner of this match will face the winner of that match for the championship. For Goffstown, this is Still to serve it. Still knocks it right into the net, and the Astros pick up the point. Substitution now for Pinkerton. Goffstown won the first set by a score of 25-23. They won the second set 26-24. Pinkerton survived by winning the third set 25-23, and here we are on the fourth set. Pinkerton serving, trailing 8-7. Jump serve gets it over. Knocked all the way to the back line. Grizzlies save it. Nice shot by the Astros right there. Goffstown will bump it over. Good rally going on here. Who's got it? Grizzlies or Astros will send it back over. Spike opportunity here, and that one connecting again. That's Julianne
Danis. Yeah.
Hit it off of Gooden and gets the point for Goffstown. And now it's the Grizzlies 9 and the Astros 7.
Man, she boomed that one.
Opportunity here for White. Gets it over. Gooden with the spike.
Oh, White put it all out there, but Pinkerton ended up coming away with it.
And Gooden just slammed that one home. Grizzlies tried to save, couldn't do so. So now the serve will go to Pinkerton's Isabel McIntyre. Goffstown 9, Pinkerton Academy 8. Hit over, saved there by Still. Right at the net, tapped over. Good job there by Molly Jones. Just a freshman, but stands 5'10". Gets the point for Pinkerton. And now we're tied at 9.
Showing some love to the freshman Molly Jones.
McIntyre serves to the back line. Dennis with it, gets blocked, saves it though. Good hustle. And can they get it over? No. Another point for Pinkerton. It's 3 in a row for the Astros. Gooden leading the charge the front line for Pinkerton Academy.
Using their home
McIntyre.
crowd to their advantage here.
Hits to the back line. Bannis tries to send it home. Good block there by McIntyre. Pinkerton sends it over. Goffstown looking for the spike, just tapped over there by Dennis. Astros looking for something here. That one is tapped over into the Goffstown end.
Oh, yeah, couldn't.
And that one goes into the net and the antenna, and Pinkerton scores another point. And getting up slowly is number 7, Sophie Russell for Goffstown. Shakes it off there. Again, 2 timeouts left for both teams here in this 4th set. 2 sets to 1. Goffstown leading Pinkerton. 11-9 our score. Astros on top of the Grizzlies here in set number 4. Dennis puts a charge into it. That's blocked at the net. Another job, good job by Gooden, and another point for the Astros. Grizzlies need to stop the bleeding somehow. Kelly with the serve. The point goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Dennis. Nope. Just tapped over that time by Rivard. Gooden with the spike.
Gooden's been in all game. She's been the X factor. She's been in this entire set. She hasn't come out yet.
Now she does go to the bench as Little replaces her.
Never mind.
The announcer jinx.
Announcer jinx. I've had that happen a lot.
Pinkerton Academy 12 and Goffstown 10. And another point there goes to the Astros. 13-10. We go to a 5th set, it'll be the first team to get to 15. Again, you must win by 2. Near side, Dennis with it. Gets the spike, deflected off of Pinkerton. Point goes to Goffstown. So now they'll get it back. Dennis ready to go right away. Not wasting any time. The senior for Goffstown. In their black and white uniforms, Pinkerton in white and red.
Good work.
Good save by the Grizzlies there. They'll try the other opportunity. That one is tapped over there by Miller. Another opportunity there for Nastasi. Couldn't put it away. Grizzlies have it go off the net. Great dig that time by Porter. Pinkerton gets it over. Goffstown will bump it over this time. Astros looking for the spike. Bounces around. And Pinkerton.
Oh.
It in. Is it just
Wow.
And the Astros get the point. They're up 14-11. Goffstown looks a little dejected right now. Pinkerton with high fives all up and down their bench on the right-hand side of your screen. Lucy Deneau to serve for Pinkerton. They're up by 3, 14-11. That one goes way far. And so another point for the Astros.
They are rolling.
Another substitution for Goffstown. Deneau looking for the serve. And that one a miss hit there by Kelly. And it looks like Goffstown is going to want to call a timeout, and they do. Pinkerton on a roll here. They were down 2-0. They won the last set, and now they're up 16-11 here in set number 4 over Goffstown in the NHIAA Division I Girls Volleyball Semifinal. Bedford and Bishop Girton come your way next here on the NFHS Network. But what an impressive performance by the Astros. Remember, they were down late in that third set, Zach. Fought all the way back to save the match, and now they're leading here in the fourth set, 16-11.
We talked about
to force a fifth set.
Yep, we talked about after that last set that Pinkerton won. They were playing like their season's on the line like it is, and they're continuing to do it that way. They're up 5. One of the biggest leads we've had in a set here today. They're really showing where they're conveying the energy of the crowd and that they want to keep their season alive and take it to set 5.
So after the timeout called by Goffstown, they've got one left here for the fourth set. Pinkerton Academy with 2 left. Pinkerton Academy with the serve and the 16-11 lead. And make it 17-11. Benu with the point. That's another miss hit by the Grizzlies. Still bewildered as to what's going on here. Astros just rolling off a string of points. Dennis, that one is deflected. Wow. It was blocked, but the Grizzlies get the point, and maybe this will stop the bleeding. You saw Dennis. She wasn't going to take no for an answer on that spike.
Of course not. And you'd certainly hope if you're Goffstown if this is what turns the tides here.
We got to serve for the Grizzlies. They're black and white uniforms. Pinkerton in red and white. Good serve, good dig, though, by the Astros. Sent across, good block. Pinkerton, though, with a great save. And the Grizzlies will have to reset on their own side. That one is blocked, but a whistle, and someone went in the net for Pinkerton Academy, so the point awarded to Goffstown. So the Grizzlies trying to crawl back in it, trailing 17-13 now. Yeah, with it.
Oh, heads up.
That one goes over the Grizzlies bench and out of play. And so the Astros pick up the point, and they'll serve again, 18-13. Substitution for Goffstown. Both Bedford and Bishop Girton, those squads taking in this match to see what they're going to be up against. Winner of that one will take on the winner of this one. And look at that. Sent home by Dennis. Trying to energize her team there. Gets the point for Goffstown.
She has been the one. She's been the X factor today for Goffstown. Her and Marcel make a good team. We'll see her serve here, Sophie.
Roussel to serve.
Barely made it over.
Tapped over that time by Miller.
Oh, what a good save.
Grizzlies get it back over. Pinkerton able to tap it over. That's McIntyre with the point.
Wow.
For the Astros.
They couldn't get it done the first time, Pinkerton. The next time they find the open area and they attack it to get it done.
Little steps out. Gooden comes back in. Number 15, the 6'2 junior in red and white for Pinkerton. They've got the serve in the lead, 19-14. Rainbow serve to go over. Grizzlies handle it well. Tapped around. Oh, Gooden with a nice job of placement there to get the point.
Great placement, like you just said. And, of course, it was Gooden.
So now it's Miller to serve. Grizzlies a little bunched up. Dennis tries an overhand from the back line. Gooden was into the net. No call there. Grizzlies still have it. Whistle. And they'll award it to Pinkerton, saying the Grizzlies touched it too many times. And Josh Ambrosino is questioning what's going on, as he thought Gooden was in the net too. But Pinkerton Academy picks up the point. They lead 21-14. Astros trying to pull away for a 5th set.
Good choice. Leave that.
Goes over and out. So the Grizzlies will get the ball and the serve and trail 21-15. Need to come through with a few points here.
They're down but not out. Neither team has been out of any set this entire game.
A good block right there. And another point for Goffstown. 21-16, Pinkerton Academy. Grizzlies trying to storm back, though, still with the serve. Bunched up, that's what Pinkerton was. Now a spike, good dig there. Dennis will try to overhand it. Pinkerton gets a hand on it, but miscommunication there.
That is the first time I think we've seen Pinkerton have that happen to them.
They blocked it, went up in the air, but nobody called for it. Nobody went after it. So the ball drops on the Astros side, and now the Grizzlies trying to fight back, trailing 21-17. Still with another serve. And here's Gooden with it. Oh, good block by the Grizzlies. Dennis with it. Good block by Pinkerton, but it goes out of bounds. Went off the hands of Andrade, trying to defend herself. Here comes Goffstown. 3 points in a row. And a timeout called by Pinkerton Academy. That leaves both teams with 1. We'll keep it right here. 21-18, Pinkerton Academy over Goffstown. 2-1, Goffstown leads Pinkerton Academy. And the winner of this match will take on the winner of our second match here tonight at Pinkerton Academy. That'll be the number 4 seed Bishop Girton Cardinals taking on the number 1 seed Bedford High School Bulldogs in the second game of our doubleheader here on the NFHS Network, along with Zach Johnston and Steve Cody, our producer, engineer, cameraman. I'm Dave Collins. This is the NFHS Network's presentation of the NHIAA Division I Girls Volleyball Semifinals from Pinkerton Academy here in Derry, New Hampshire. The home team down 2-0, fought back to take the 3rd set, 25-23, and we stand here in the 4th set with Pinkerton Academy leading Goffstown 21-18, but the Grizzlies serving here, and they've scored the last 3 points in a row. Gooden with the spike. Clears that one home and gets the ball back, and the point for Pinkerton Academy.
Who else? Who else?
Trying to save the day for Pinkerton and send this to a 5th set. And so Callie Miller for the Astros. She was going to serve, but instead it's Porter. Oh, it goes into the net, and the Grizzlies hold.
Dennis, who else? I mean, it's been Dennis and Gooden today in this match.
Substitution now as Rivard comes in. Rivard up front with Dennis, and also still the 3 up front for Goffstown. They trail 22-19. Oh, miscommunication there between.
That went their way, though.
Oh,
it
wow.
was barely out. Barely out. And sometimes that went their way.
Wow. Official says that it landed out of bounds.
Back within 2 here for Goffstown.
Here's the serve for the Grizzlies.
Oh,
And
my goodness.
carried by the Astros, so a point to Goffstown. And
Wow.
the Grizzlies are within 1.
You know, that one could have gone either way, but that can't happen if you're Pinkerton. You can't let that keep going. And now we're back within 1.
Goffstown has stormed back after the timeout called by Pinkerton. This one sent over. Astros looking to stop the bleeding here. Dennis with the bump. Dennis gets it back, fires it home, and ties it up at 22. Oh, Julianne Dennis, the senior, showing her leadership right there. And now we are all tied at 22 with Goffstown with the serve. And now a timeout called by Pinkerton. No timeouts left for either team. Tied at 22 rather, here in the 4th set. First team to 25 will win the set. If that's the Grizzlies, then they move on to the championship match.
We have been treated with these sets that we've gotten in this match so far, Dave. My goodness. Like I said, there has never been an instance where I thought either team was out of it until the set ended. So it's just been the absolute definition of back and forth.
Well, Goffstown won the first set 25-23. Goffstown won the second set 26-24. Pinkerton staved off elimination by winning the third set 25-23. And here we are in set number 4. Goffstown 22, Pinkerton Academy 22. Grizzlies with the serve here. First team to 25 will win the set. Have to win by 2. That one goes out.
Right over, did it.
So the Astros win the point, and they lead 23-22. Isabel McIntyre to serve for Pinkerton Academy on the right of your screen. And that barely gets over the net. Good save by the Grizzlies. Dennis gets blocked, pushed back over, though, by Goffstown. Good save there. Pinkerton Academy just taps it over. Dennis looking to be set up for the spike. Gets it. It goes off of Gooden and out, and the point goes to Goffstown. We're tied at 23.
They don't get that point without Sophie Russell saving that whole rally there. Right at the beginning when she went down, she kept it up after the serve hit the net. Great teamwork by the Astros.
Gosselin goes out, and now to serve it here for Goffstown is Allie Kelly. Gets it over. Back line. Pinkerton sets up good. Rejected. Good save, though, by the Astros.
I cannot believe they kept that up.
Goes into the net. It's tapped around. Gooden spikes it and gets the point for Pinkerton.
And as Russell saved it last time, Gooden saved it this time. They actually played it off of her, and they kept it alive. And now, set point here for Pinkerton.
Goffstown complaining that Pinkerton might have been in the net.
I think I saw that. I think I know where they're coming from. I'm not 100% certain of that. I can see their complaint.
Little to serve for Pinkerton Academy for the set. They lead 24-23. Danis, though, sends it to the back line. That one tapped over. Grizzlies still have control. Danis again, blocked. Gets it back up, goes into the rafters. Grizzlies still have it. Danis again, and it goes out. And Pinkerton wins the set. And we are going to a 5th set as the Astros storm back from down 2-0. They win the 4th set, 25-23. The 5th and decisive set coming your way in just a moment here on the NFHS Network. We'll take a break and be back right after these words. Back here at Pinkerton Academy in Derry, New Hampshire on the NFHS Network, it's the NHIAA Division I Girls Volleyball Semifinal. Pinkerton Academy and Goffstown headed to a 5th and decisive set. First team to 15 will win it. Got to win by 2. We'll give you the scores of the first set. Goffstown actually led 2-0 until Pinkerton stormed back. Goffstown won the first set 25-23, won the second set 26-24. Pinkerton won the third set 25-23 and the fourth set 25-23. So we are dead even as far as points go all throughout the first 4 sets, neck and neck as we talked about, Zach Johnston. And here we go, 5th and final set upcoming. Goffstown to your left in the black and white jerseys, and Pinkerton in the white and red uniforms to our right.
First to 15. Got to get by 2, and here we go. We're off.
Bedford and Bishop Girton patiently waiting for the second of the semifinal.
Didn't start off hot for Goffstown, but they were able to recoup.
Spiked over and back into the net. Great job right there by Pinkerton. They get the first point here in this 5th set. Again, only going up to 15 points, and you must win by 2. Astros with the serve upcoming. Jump serve put up there by Russell. I'm sorry, that time by Porter. To the back line. Bumped up by McIntyre. That goes over. And so Pinkerton gets 2 straight points to start off this 5th set. Credit that one to Molly Jones. Here's Porter with another serve for the Astros. To the back line, held up there by Still. Danis with the spike, blocked but out of bounds. And so the Grizzlies will pick up the first point here in the 5th set.
They'll take them where they can get them, but now they got their serve in their hands, taking white to get it going here for the Grizzlies.
Tied 2 sets apiece here in the 5th set. First team to 15 points will win it. Bumped over and a bump save by Goffstown. Dennis will send it over to the back line. Saved there by Gosselin. And now with the spike a bit too far. That was McIntyre. So we're tied at 2 now. Goffstown had to beat number 7 Hollis Brookline 3-1 to make it here to the semifinal. This one is sent over by White. Astros will set it over. Dennis looking for the spike. Gets it blocked. Saved by the Grizzlies. They still have an opportunity here. Bumped over off the top of the net. Saved there by Gooden. Rejected. Back line though. Astros will just tap it over. Goes to the net. Gooden spikes it. And it goes off of the fingertips there of Still. And the Astros get a point. Pinkerton Academy, the number 3 seed. They beat number 14 Spalding 3-0. Then beat number 6 seed Salem 3-1 to make it here to the semifinal. Astros fans here at Pinkerton Academy on their feet. Here's the serve as the Astros are up 3 points to 2. Blocked from the net by Gooden. Blocked again by Gooden. Did not touch the net. She gets the point. Astros leading 4-2. Serve up coming from McIntyre. Knocked into the net, and the Grizzlies score the point.
Right back to 1.
So a substitution here. Coming in to serve. It's Allie Kelly for Goffstown. 4-3 Pinkerton Academy. Hit high into the rafters. And the spike is blocked, but right at the net, and it lands on the Goffstown side. So the Astros pick up another point, 5-3. Little to serve. Gets it over and it clips the line, so another point for Pinkerton. They lead 6-3.
Goffstown making some adjustments, some much needed adjustments.
Little to serve, gets to the back line. Dennis over, gets blocked, saved by the Grizzlies. Can they keep it alive? Yes, Dennis will send it over with the right hand and get the point. Grizzlies stop the bleeding. They now trail 6-4.
You know, the leads are a lot different here. You know, you think they've been back and forth between 3, 2, 5. It's a lot different when you're playing to 15 instead of 25.
These two teams evenly matched. They scored the same amount of points both teams did through the first 4 sets. That's why we're tied at 2 sets apiece. And another point here for Goffstown, so they now trail by 1, 6-5.
The way this game's gone, it could be, you know, a 3-point lead. You look up and it's back even. That's just the way it's gone.
Julianne Dennis, usually on the front line, but she'll serve for Goffstown here. And it just barely makes it over the net, and Pinkerton scores the point. Well, that was tough right there. Astros now with the serve. Danu with the serve here coming up for Pinkerton. They lead 7-5 in the 5th set. It's the first team to make it to 15 points. They will win and head to the championship match. Far side. Still with it and buries it home in the corner.
That's close. The right idea there. Back within 1.
There's Big Ant to serve for Goffstown. Grizzlies get it over. Saved by the Astros. Dennis now pops it over for Goffstown. And they'll call a carry. And so a point goes over to Goffstown. And guess what? We are tied up 7 apiece. Couldn't expect anything less here. in the 5th set.
We have been treated to a doozy.
Another serve upcoming for Goffstown. Tied at 2 sets apiece. Back line. Tapped over. Little miscommunication there by the Grizzlies, but they're able to send it back over. Here comes Pinkerton. They'll tap it over. Another tap over by Goffstown. Spike is saved. And now bumped over by Goffstown.
Long one coming.
No one able to really spike it home. Now here's an opportunity by Still. She'll tap it over. Tapped over again by Goffstown. Great rally here by both teams.
Who could stake and post the longest? It's Pinkerton.
Andrade hit it to the corner or hit it to the center of the court. 2 Goffstown players dive for it, can't come up with it, and now Pinkerton back in the lead, 8-7. Again, Gooden still on the bench for the Astros. Served over by the Astros. Spiked home and in.
Barely.
Grizzlies get the point.
Barely in. Man, this game's gonna be decided by 1 or 2 points, or maybe in inches. That's just the way it's gone.
Neither team have used the timeouts here in the 5th set. Again, we play only up to 15 points, and you must win by 2. And that one goes off of Dennis and hits the back wall, so the Astros pick up the point, and now it's a 9-8 lead for Pinkerton. Serving this time will be Miller for the Astros. Her team up 9-8. Gets it over. Now deflected, put on the Goffstown side. Another point for the Astros. They're up 10-8. That one's sent home. That's deflected off an Astros player, so Goffstown will pick it up. Great job there by Kelly. She goes out. Serve for Goffstown will be on the hands of Dana Still. Serves it over. Gooden back in, looking for the spike. Gets rejected. Stays in, though, and Goffstown now ties it up at 10 apiece, as Gooden has just checked back into the match. 10-10. Still serves it into the net. Tough break for the Grizzlies. Pinkerton gets the serve and the point. Astros to serve. Miller hands it off this time. It'll be Porter to serve it. Gets it over. Dennis looking for the spike. Deflected. Saved, though, by Pinkerton Academy. They get it back up. Goes to the back line.
Oh, what a save. That's Purcell.
And the Grizzlies do get it over.
Oh, they're going to win. Wow.
And a mishit that time by Pinkerton, and the Grizzlies get the point. We're tied at 11. Big break for Goffstown right there. Didn't expect that.
Gotta be kidding me. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Here's the serve by White. Gooden with the spike. And it goes off of White and out of bounds. So Pinkerton with the point, they lead 12-11. Again, set 5 will go up to 15 points, and you must win by 2. We are tied at 2 sets apiece. Goffstown had a 2-0 lead going into the 3rd set. Grizzlies with the opportunity. Dennis just taps it over. Gooden now taps it over. Can it be saved by Goffstown? Yes. White bumps it over. Over to the back line. Pinkerton looking for the spike. Saved by the Grizzlies. Two players collide. Look out. Grizzlies able to get it over. Everybody back on their feet right now. Good rally upcoming. Gooden spikes it home. Gets the point for the Astros. 13-11 Pinkerton. And a timeout called by Goffstown. We'll keep it right here. 13-11, Pinkerton Academy 2 points away from going to the championship match against either Bishop Girton or Bedford, which is coming your way next on the NFHS Network. Pinkerton has the lead 13-11, and they have the serve here in the 5th set. Pretty incredible match.
Yeah.
We mentioned the first set is Goffstown won it 25-23. Then they won the second set 26-24. Pinkerton won the third set 25-23, and the fourth set 25-23. So through 4 sets, each team had the same amount of points. Here we're in the 5th set. Pinkerton Academy 13, Goffstown 11. That's how close it's been for the entirety of this match.
I really think that incredible is one way to put this.
Astros will have the serve. It's Isabel McIntyre, the 5'9 senior, to do the honors. 2 points away from a championship. Gets it over. Back line, Grizzlies have it. Here's Dennis trying for the spike. Gets it over, gets the point. And the Grizzlies now trail 13-12. And they have the serve. Again, first team to 15 points will win it. You must win by 2. Allie Kelly, the 5'8 junior, to serve it for Goffstown. Gets it over. Gooden with the spike.
They
Deflected.
defended it this time.
Here's Dennis with the spike, and she gets the point, and we're tied at 13 apiece.
They were able to defend Gooden's spike, and they get one of their own.
Dennis comes through again.
Oh, baby.
And
Timeout,
now
Pinkerton.
a timeout called by Pinkerton. So both teams with 1 left here in the 5th set. Each team has scored the same amount of points through 4 sets and 13 points each here in the 5th set. You talk about mano a mano, even Steven. That's what we've had. And one of these teams 2 points away from going to the championship match against either BG or Bedford coming up this weekend.
I think Goffstown's got the slight, and when I say slight, I mean slight edge right now because they just tied it back up and they forced Pinkerton Coach Royce to call the timeout here, but we're still tied up. Pinkerton's got the fans on their side. This is their gym. So, I mean, this has been the most even volleyball match I have watched in my life. This has been an absolute battle between the Grizzlies and the Astros.
Again, Goffstown won the first 2 sets. Pinkerton, though, battled back. We're tied at 13. First team to 15 points will win it. Grizzlies scored the last point. They have the serve. This is Kelly with it. Gets it over. Tapped around, and the point awarded to Pinkerton. They're going to say Dennis put her hand over the net and maybe tapped into it. So now it is match point for Pinkerton Academy with the serve.
That is exactly what happened.
Tough break for Goffstown. This is Brooke Little to serve for the match and a chance to get to the championship for Pinkerton Academy.
No self-inflicted wounds here. Gotta stay clean on both sides.
Dennis taps it into the net, and Pinkerton Academy comes all the way back after trailing 2 sets to none to take the third set, 15-13. And the Astros on their home court here in Derry, New Hampshire, punch their ticket to the NHIAA Division I Girls Volleyball Championship coming up this weekend against either Bishop Girton or Bedford. Wow, what a match.
Absolute awe. That is what an unbelievable match. Props to all the girls on both sides. Incredible. That has got to be, like, words can't describe what we just watched here on the NFHS Network. It's an absolute honor to be able to put on a broadcast like this, to watch a match like that. Oh my goodness. It's not just going 5 sets and having these 2 teams battle. It went wire to wire every time. There were no blowouts. There was no absolute, like, domination from either side. You know, we saw Aaliyah Gooden have herself a crazy job. I mean, words can't describe what just went on here at Pinkerton Academy. I'll let you take us out, Dave, but my goodness, wow, what a match we've got. And deservingly, Pinkerton moves on to face either Bedford or BG in the championship game.
Well, you have to win by 2, and the difference in points through all 5 sets was 2 points. Pinkerton Academy, 2 points better. Goffstown won the first set, 25-23. Won the second set, 26-24. Pinkerton on the verge of elimination. Wins the third set, 25-23. Wins the fourth set, 25-23. And wins the fifth set to take the semifinal match, 15-13 over Goffstown. Want to thank Steve Cody spinning the dials, keeping us on the air here at Pinkerton Academy in Derry, New Hampshire. We've got one more left. Number 4 seed Bishop Girton taking on Bedford. That'll come your way in approximately 20 minutes here on the NFHS Network. For my partner, Steve Cody, tonight, and also for my other partner, Zach Johnston, my name is Dave Collins. 3-2, Pinkerton Academy defeats Goffstown. They move on to the D1 Championship this weekend. You've been watching NHIAA Division I Girls Volleyball here on the NFHS Network. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you.